Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. This week's video is going to be all about 2018 goals, resolutions, how you get closer to them and how you achieve them. I personally had a really motivational 2018 start. Like, it just turned January 1st and I was so motivated. As you can see, I'm back on here, which already tells you so much. I am in such a better place mentally, physically. I just feel so much better. And yeah, I hope to be back here every week. So if you do, subscribe to this channel and give it a like if you like those types of videos. And yeah, I feel like we all do have goals, we all have resolutions, and I just want to share some tips how you can get closer to them. I've been really into this for the past 2 weeks, so I just wanted to share my tips and tricks, how I'm gonna do it for 2018. And yeah, maybe we can just like start together. And I really also want to like reflect at this end of the year, because I don't want to reflect on 2017. It really wasn't too good to me and just in general. So let's just get started with this video. First of all, as a big tip, I did it actually on the last days of December, but cleaning and declutter, like cleaning your apartment, going into a new year with a super clean apartment felt so good. Like, you had this new year, the new start, and just this really clean space. And then while I cleaned, I also decluttered. Like, I had a few junk drawers around my apartment, which kind of came with moving in, I don't know. And then, even though 2017 wasn't too good of a year, but personally I still wanted to reflect on it. And as you know, little promo here, I love my passion planner. And passion planner is really about goal setting and also for reflecting. This is obviously my 2018 passion planner. You have a monthly reflection on every month, obviously, but you also have a yearly reflection. So on the 1st of January, I sat down and I just answered all those questions and reflected on my 2017. And then what I really love about passion planner, your first page is a roadmap where you just like answer some what you want to achieve in a lifetime, in 3 years, in 1 year, and in 3 months. And then you kind of take the ones that are most important to you and you just make them even smaller, which is also one of my next tips I wanted to give to you. A goal sometimes looks so big. My biggest tip for you is just to take this goal and just make it into smaller goals and really think about what do you need to do to achieve this goal, and every little step write down. You don't have to write it down, but I feel like personally writing down helps so much. And then you take this page and put it somewhere where you see it every day. And then in general, planning is always great. I love having a physical planner, but I am also really a digital person. Like, I am on my phone 24/7. Everything I write down in here, I also write down in my Apple Calendar on my laptop, which synchronizes with my phone. So it's basically everywhere, and everywhere I get reminded. Yeah, lastly, I heard that tip, or I think I read about it on Pinterest, and then I heard about it in someone else's YouTube video, which I thought is kind of a really cool idea. Write a letter to yourself in 1 year. You can still do it. I did it on like the 4th of January or something, and just write a letter to yourself with everything you hope you've achieved. What's most important is put that letter somewhere you see it almost every day. I personally have it in my kitchen. I thought that's kind of a cool idea. For myself, my biggest goals or resolutions were for sure to finally come back on this YouTube channel, to finally be back weekly. I hope I will do it, 52 videos. We will see. That's one of the biggest goals. Another big goal is for sure for me to get healthier. I was really slacking, especially since I moved out to Vienna, which is now almost over 3 years ago, and I still haven't gotten really healthy, which kind of puts me really down, but now is the time. I already started with it and I just want to really go on with it. Also, be more active, really do some sports. For a lot of people, having a routine is really important. So, for myself, it's kind of not necessary because I do have a routine. I go to work every day. So, I don't really can't make a routine, maybe like a night routine, which I did. Like I personally made a new night routine for myself. And then lastly, some tips and just some little helpers. In the past few weeks, the notes app and the reminders app on my iPhone turned into my best friends. I can tell you, I mean, I've been using the reminders app especially for past months, but it's honestly so helpful. You just set yourself a reminder every day, maybe at like 6, to learn for that exam or for learn that thing. So really the reminders app is in the beginning really really helpful because it obviously reminds you, and in the beginning when you don't have the routine in you, you really just want something to remind you, and I think that's really nice, especially because it's on your phone and most of us have our phones on ourselves all the time. And then two apps that I downloaded out of the App Store. I'm not sure. I think one is something you have to pay for, but the other one I don't think. One app is called Productive. It also is like the Reminders app. You can track your morning habits, your afternoon habits, and your night habits that you wanted to achieve. And then it reminds you every day. You can set the morning when you want it to. I do have to wake up really early, so my morning habits started like 4 a.m. And you can personally change that. And then you also have do any time today where you just in general, but you also can like what you want to do monthly, so it reminds you once a month. And then you also, like on the reminders app, you just swipe over when you did it, and you can also swipe to the other side, and then you can skip it if you are really busy or just have a fun night out and you don't really learn today, for example, or you don't write or you don't read, something like that, you just skip it. And then lastly, another big goal for me is to read more. I really got back into reading at the end of 2017 and I want to continue this through 2018. And I think I talked about this app before, but I just love it. I think you have to pay for it, but I think it's worth it. The app is called Bookling, and you just track your books that you read. You track every page when you read at night. You just, yeah, I read those more pages, and then you fill up the circle around this book, and then it just really motivates me to read. I don't know why. You can also set reminders on this app, so it reminds you every night maybe, or every morning, whenever you want to read. You have a yearly goal, which are doing really really slow, so I set myself a goal to read 6 books. I'm already at 5, but I also set this goal like months ago. Like you don't have to set it at the beginning of the year, you just set a yearly goal. It can get from January to January, but it can also go from June to June, like it doesn't matter. And I'm already almost finished my goal, so I'm gonna do a new one. And then it also gives you achievements like the first taste when you finished your first book. Maybe not much for some, but for me it's a lot because I have not read in so long, and I'm so happy to actually be back because I have found so many new good books. If you want to have a video about my book recommendations, also leave comments. I will do that for sure. So yeah, those were like my biggest tips for 2018 and how to like reach your goals, how to come back, and like how to actually do your resolutions, because sometimes we just say we're gonna go to the gym 5 times a week, but like, let's be real, that's just really hard. Especially if you're a beginner and you aren't really a person who actually goes to the gym. And like, for the start, don't set yourself resolutions that are like super high. Like, you are the person who knows yourself best. So even though like maybe you want to impress some people, just don't. Just don't. Do it for yourself and set realistic resolutions and goals, because you know yourself the best, what you can do and what is achievable as a goal and as a resolution for 2018. So yeah, I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe, because I'm really back. Like, I am filming, I'm planning. Bye guys.